Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and we have the chess piece archetype. That's right, look how many chess piece cards I made. I never made an archetype this big in ages, so I showed chess piece Rook, and you guys really loved his artwork, and he got so much support, so I decided to make more chess piece cards, and I made an entire chess set and item cards to support them. So the first one we have is chess piece Rook. I showed him in the last week's video. A stage 3 for 400 power and 400 defense. This card can only attack the creatures directly in front of it, because Rooks can only go forward and back. But the new card we have for the chess piece archetype is chess piece Bishop. That's right, chess piece Bishop is a stage 2 common with 200 power and 300 defense, and he can only attack cards diagonally to the left or to the right of it, so it can only go that way because Bishop's attack diagonally. And I made his hat look like a bishop's hat, and I made the little spear look like the bishop, like the piece of the bishop. And a fun little thing about it, when I originally drew chess piece Bishop, the cape and everything was this pink color, and then I colored over it with gray and blue and other shades, and that's how I got this more rustic and kind of old look to it, because I want to make it look like more like he's in the olden times or whenever the chess piece, I don't even know when chess pieces were made, but yeah. And the entire gimmick with the chess piece archetype is they can only attack like in a certain direction, and on top of that they also have green, so he's green eyes, so they all have green eyes. He's triangle or diamond green eye, and then he has little green powers coming from his hand, which I think makes him look even cooler. For this cape, it looks really nice and flowy. I actually just looked at an image. I looked at an image of Darth Vader's cape, I think, or Doctor Strange's cape for inspiration. But yeah, that's chess piece Rook, and this is chess piece Bishop, and the next chess piece card we have is chess piece Pawn. That's right, the most basic of all chess pieces. A stage 1 common, 100 power, 100 defense, and if this destroys a creature, you can draw a card. And I like the way chess piece Pawn looked so much that I wanted to make another one. So there's actually 2 chess piece Pawns, one with a red eye and one with a blue eye. And he has a green eye, it's just covered up, but you can see it's kind of diamond shaped, similar to chess piece Rook, so they all have the green eye power still going on, and it kind of helps tie together all the cards for the archetype. Then I also did shine effects on the helmet and like the armor here, so I think it came out really good, and it really helped emphasize the card. And I like how both of their armor is slightly different, the way it looks. And I want to look like pawns, and pawns are really short and disposable. So I was like, oh, I should make them look like little kids, and they're like so new to it that they have oversized helmets. That's why they're struggling with their huge helmets and tiny swords, almost like those two, like Ronier and Sword Art Online, if you guys know that reference. But anyways, yeah, I think they came out really good, and I definitely like chess piece Pawn. And if he destroys a creature, you can draw a card. So that's a pretty nice ability. The next card we have is chess piece Queen, the stage 4 ultra rare and the boss for the chess piece cards, the strongest one. She's a stage 4 ultra rare with 600 power and 600 defense, and you can discard a chess piece card from your hand, and if you do, chess piece Queen can attack twice this turn, which is a really good effect, and it definitely helps the stage 4 problem. So I noticed that when I was playtesting with my friend Dash, when I made the battle videos, which you guys can check out my battles videos playlist, is that stage 4s can be the only creature on the field, and if your opponent has a creature out, then the stage 4 can only attack once, so they're pretty much useless. But I was like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if stage 4s can attack twice, which is why I made her ability. You can sacrifice one of your chess pieces so it can attack twice. Similar with the whole theme of chess, because in chess, sometimes you have to know like which pieces you want to sacrifice and what moves you want to do. And I think that's what makes it a really nice card. And for chess piece Queen, I even made the yellow background so it really stands out with like the cool effect with the Copics. And I only used 2 Copics actually, but it looks like there's 3 tones, but I just blended it together. And I even made a shine effect on her knee there. I think that looks pretty nice. And I had her like with royalty gold colors and the gold throne and a silver gold throne. And once again, the green eyes because of the chess piece cards. This is actually an artwork that I drew before, but I haven't drawn it in real life yet. I drew it digitally, so I thought it'd be cool to try and draw in real life. And that's how I made chess piece Queen. Oh, I accidentally put this in the wrong order. Let's see. There we go. For chess piece Pawn, we have another card for the pawns. We have a mirror card. So I introduced these mirror cards because I was a while ago in the game, like 2 months ago maybe. They're called mirror cards, right? Is that what I called? I'm pretty sure I called them mirror cards. Anyways, these mirror cards, you can play them either way. So you can play them like this, or you can play them upside down, and depending on which side you play, you get a certain creature. So the first one is chess piece Pawn, a stage 1 with 100 power and 200 defense. And then on the other side is chess piece Pawn, white pawn. So it's the black pawn and the white pawn, because they're different color chess pieces. And the white pawn has 200 attack and 100 defense, because the white goes first, so it attacks, and the defense, and black goes second, so it's more defending, so it's more defense. And they both have the same effect. When destroyed, you can add chess piece Pawn from your deck to your hand. So this is very good support for the chess piece archetype. And it's the first time that I drew them as like actual chess pieces and not as the little cards, which I think came out pretty cool. Then next up, we have Chess Piece King, a stage 1 rare. It's the king of the game, but the king is relatively rare, and I mean, not rare, relatively weak in chess because it can't do a lot. So that's why I made it with only 100 power and 200 defense. But when he's destroyed, you can pay 1 token to add a chess piece card from your deck to your hand. So once again, more support, and they all kind of play into each other with the chess archetype. And when I drew him, I drew the crown really big, and I made it a little beard so it looks a bit older, and this cool red cape to show his royalty, and his head's tilted, and his whole, like, the whole throne's kind of tilted also, so the whole thing's a bit confused, which is the vibe I was going for. Like, the chess piece queen is, like, really strict and cool royalty, but this one's a little bit, like, confused, and I don't know. I just thought that was the kind of vibe I wanted, like, even sitting in the chair funny. I was originally going to draw it as a young guy who looked cool, but then I was like, no, I think I imagine the king is, like, an older person, so that's what I ended up doing here. Then next up, we have Chess Piece Knight. Chess Piece Knight might be one of my favorite cards for the Chess Piece archetype. Chess Piece Knight definitely looks really good. So Chess Piece Knight is a stage, yeah, compared to the others, I think Chess Piece Knight might be my favorite. But Chess Piece Knight is a stage 0, 200 power and 200 defense. I just really love this card because it was the first time I ever drew a horse, and I drew the armor really. Maybe I've drawn a horse before. Let me know if I've drawn. Well, I've drawn a horse-like cards, but I don't think I've ever drawn like an actual horse. So Chess Piece, oh, I have, yes, there was a knight before, but this knight looks way too cooler. Chess Piece Knight is a stage 0, 200 power and 200 defense, and this card can attack your opponent directly, and even if there's a creature on the field. And the reason why I came up with this effect is because the other chess pieces attack in their direction, but the knight can like hop over and attack in an L shape. So I thought, ooh, it would be cool if the Chess Piece Knight can bypass the creatures in front of the opponent's field and then can attack directly. So that's why Chess Piece Knight can attack directly, even if there's a creature on the opponent's field, and he still has the green eyes. They all have the green eyes, but there's a cool scar. I really love the scar down the mask, so it shows that he's been battle damaged, or that they've been battle damaged, or the knight has a scar, and then this cool little like thing in the back. I don't really know what this is called in the knights. Usually they're red, but I thought I'd make it green. And I love the way I drew the grass and the green highlights all around the card. I think it really made it stand out. Then onto the item card support for the chess archetype, we have chessboard. I don't really like the way this card came out that much because the chessboard looks so crooked and the angles are definitely wrong. But to counteract the angles being wrong, I drew a really good background. Like, look at that background looks. The blue swirl looks cool. A stage 1 common, and you can add its effect is to add a stage 1 or less chess piece card from your discard pile to your hand. And I thought there's not a lot of stage 1, but I forgot that the king was stage 1, and then all the pawns are stage 1. So all the weaker cards are stage 1. So this is good support for adding it back to your hand. Then the next chess piece card we have is piece promotion. So the chessboard and piece promotion, I didn't label them with chess piece in their name because then it would be too easy if you could search for them with where is it? This one with chess piece queen. And I was like, no, you shouldn't be allowed to search for the item cards because I could create unfair chains and combos. So that's why I just decided to make it piece promotion. So piece promotion is a stage 1 rare, and I drew the black pawn right here and has a cool little yellow crown. I love the little highlights I drew. I actually just drew this card 4 minutes ago. I was gonna make the chess piece video, then I looked at all my chess piece cards. I was like, no, I should draw this because if you don't know in chess, if you get your pawn all the way to the enemy side, all the way on the final row of the board, it actually becomes a queen, which is a really crazy good ability. Those are called piece promotion. Piece promotion is a stage 1 rare, and you can discard a creature with pawn in its name. So you can discard chess piece pawn, or chess piece black pawn, or if I happen to accidentally make a card with pawn in its name. And if you do, you can summon a chess piece king or chess piece queen from your hand, deck, or discard pile. So I was originally going to make it so you could only summon it from the deck, but I was like, no, I should make it so you can summon it at any point or any time, because what are the odds that you have chess piece pawn on the field, and then so it'll be even harder to have these ones in your hand as well. So this is definitely a really good archetype to have, and I think the chess piece archetype came out really solid, and all their effects were pretty well thought out. So hopefully you guys did up enjoying this video. Comment down below which one of the chess piece cards were your favorite. Let me just show all of them like this. Is this good for the thumbnail? It might be good for the thumbnail, actually. Let's see. I like posing for the thumbnail now, because right when the video finishes, I take the thumbnail. Yeah, that looks really good. Wait, actually, card looks cooler. Okay, there you go. So this is the chess piece archetype, and if you comment down below which chess piece card was your favorite, and if you ended up enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys.